Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness, beyond a wholesome discipline. Be gentle with yourself.
You are a
child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child.
Yes. Good evening, all my South Orange Maple listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Melbourne, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village with Ann Simon Margie on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somore.org, and the only radio show covering all your news, opinion, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maple communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. and reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in discussion. We have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and we look forward to your participation in the discussion. Margie.
Ansem. Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was that AP test that you gave today?
It was on federalism. I don't know.
Federalism?
Federalism.
What is federalism?
Federalism is one of the main concepts of our Constitution. And we have a division of powers, I should say, not a divided government. That's another thing. So you have the federal government and the states government, and that's the way the Constitution set it up. So you have these
You have any
somewhat sovereign states, and then you have a federal government that has supremacy over all of them.
Okay. You have any intention of becoming a politician?
I'm considering it.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Which office are you going to run for?
I don't know. I'm not ready to announce my candidacy yet. I could be like Chris Christie and say, I have no intention on running for something. But I am, because why study government, think about government, and feel that government, is the answer to many of our problems, and then not participate in it in the most effective way.
So are you going to be one of those who run for office, get elected, and just be status quo?
I doubt it, because, what do you mean by, I know what status quo means, but in what sense? It means status quo where?
You know what it means.
Yes, of course I know what it means. That's a word I was on a test the other day.
Are you going to be status quo?
No, not
Are you going to fall
necessarily.
right in and just sit back and say,
I
what?
don't think that everything that government does is bad. I just don't. I don't know. I love government. I don't think that the government is perfect, but just the concept of government, I really, really, really like. I really like the thought of government, because everyone hates the government, but when something goes wrong, everybody looks to the government to solve the problem.
You think the Maplewood Township Committee?
We're talking about local government.
Yeah,
now.
local government.
Okay.
You think the Maplewood Township Committee is doing the best for the residents of?
Well, first of all, you would
Maplewood?
have to know every issue out there that the township.
No, but
committee-
just your general perception.
Is there something that I would change? That's not what you asked me. Are they doing the best?
Yeah.
As far as I know about what's going on, but I don't know everything that's going on with the township and its
All right.
decisions. Would you ever consider running for office?
No.
Why is that?
Pay. You got to pay me to run for
So
office.
it's all about money. It's not.
No, it's not about money. It's
civic participation and commitment and a duty to the citizens of wherever you're at. It's not about that.
No, it's not about that. It is about that, and it's not about that. Hear what it's about. Okay?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put my earphones on so I can hear clearly. Go ahead.
Yeah. you have to understand that being on the township committee or being on the South Orange Village is a commitment.
Of course.
It takes away time from your family. It takes away time from your job. And I believe that you should be paid for that. So to me is that I don't want to fool myself into thinking that, I want to be a community person. I want to go serve in the South Orange Village or the Maple Township Committee. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to be paid to do it, though.
Well, I haven't seen you write out a check to me yet.
For what?
For this commitment that I have with you. So, it's...
as soon as we start to get checks in, I would
wait
give
a minute.
checks out.
Obviously, everything isn't about money.
And I agree
there's
with
something
you.
more to life. It's also about volunteerism, and people. It seems that who get into these kinds of positions have the means to do that. Do I have the means to do that at this point? When I retire, probably not, but I would certainly have the time to do that.
But Marjorie, listen.
But I'm not getting paid for sitting here. I could be sitting at home and, watching television and, playing Scramble with friends or something, or doing another lesson on.
Yeah, but I think what it is that, your volunteer time, you got to choose where you think it will be best served. Like, for example, I don't get paid to do this either. You know what I mean? But, it's a for-profit internet radio station that eventually is going to make money and be able to pay people to actually broadcast on the South Orange Maple Online Radio experience. So what it is that
But I'm not doing this out of the belief that at some point in the future I'm going to get paid. I mean, maybe I should be thinking in that way, but I'm not.
but I never thought about this in a way that I'm going to make $1 gazillion from starting the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience.
And you wouldn't make $1 gazillion if you were serving on the township committee or
Right.
the
Well,
Board of
that's not where
Education or anything else.
that's not where I want to put my time, as far as volunteering is concerned. I think like in creating something, I can discuss what they're doing. I can talk about.
So
what
you
they-
want to be an outside agitating activist
Yes,
person?
I want to be. I want to be able to hold people accountable for what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Because I
And
don't want
then-
to. I don't want to.
But you wouldn't want to be one of the people to be
Right.
held accountable.
I don't want to fool you and say, Marjorie, when I get on the Board of Education, I'm going to make sure and make these changes. I'm
No,
going to do
because
this.
when people and people who go in and do that, and I don't know, who's done that, or but there are people
People campaign.
They do campaign. And
Yeah, they
say
campaign
stuff
on
like
certain
that.
things.
I would like to be able to use the faculties that I have, which is be able to look at all perspectives of something and come up with a viable solution. I think I'm creative enough to come up with alternatives. But I can't say I'm a promise anything to anybody. Or I could say
let me listen to this. I tell you this.
Something.
I tell you this. If I run for the Board of Education,
Oh wait, get this down now. Go ahead.
right? If I run for the Board of Education, one of my number one priorities,
I'm scared to hear this. Go ahead.
Number
you know what?
one-
I'm gonna tell you. Go after you. Go ahead. Go.
number one priority is to change the system that's unequal and divided. Whereas that most of the kids of color in the community are in the lower levels, and there is no diversity in the school system.
What do you mean? Among the students or the teachers or the staff? What do you mean by that?
And this diversity.
Yeah.
But when I talk about diversity, I talk about diversity in AP classes, diversity in honors classes, diversity in the lower levels.
Are we going to get into that conversation?
No.
tonight?
I just
You
said
know what?
if I was
when
going to
I'm
run,
at
that's what I
work-
would do.
When I'm at work, I think about you.
Why is that?
Because I see things that I wish you could see. I was thinking about
For
bringing
example?
some papers to you today, but I didn't do it.
Give me an example of things that you.
Well, is this what we're talking about today? Let me take my hat off.
No. We're gonna get into the Coalition on Race Ask Maplewood South Orange for resolution on Ferguson, Missouri. We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
But we just, these are good off the cuff discussion.
So, let's see. Today, I'm dealing with the agricultural revolution. And I'm dealing with agricultural revolutions, 3 of them all, so they get the concept of food and what people have done to increase the supply of food. So I have 2 honors classes. These are my 10th graders and 1 non-honors class. Yeah. And I do the same lesson with all 3 of those classes. It's kind of good that the first class is the honors class because they're not afraid to ask questions and help expand on, so every time you do the lesson, it gets better and better because you keep tweaking it because you know what people don't know. So when I give the same lesson to all 3 classes, the second class, the non-honors class, it doesn't resonate as well with them. So the exit ticket today, so you have to have something to, see if they understood what you tried to get across today. And the question was, give 2 causes of the agricultural revolution and 1 or 2 results of the agricultural revolution. So causes, people learn to farm and domesticate animals, and a result is a surplus of food and the growth of civilization. The honor students answer the question, 19 out of 20 times. And the non-honor students could not get the question.
I'm not surprised.
Now, but it was already laid out. I mean, and so
Why is
here
that
I'm
surprising?
struggling with trying to figure out what it is that why they can't get something.
I can tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
It's very simple. The AP
This
classes,
is not an AP. This is just
honors.